So someone left this comment on my last video about will AI replace business analysts? And essentially what they've said is entry level and junior are screwed, the middle is going to decrease, and seniors are safe for now, and that a lot of businesses are going to fall because there aren't any senior members of staff to pick up the reins and sort of move the business forward. Now, I have to say a huge thanks to this person that's commented. I do appreciate you commenting, but I have to say I do disagree, and I'm going to explain why. So everyone's talking about AI like it's the Grim Reaper coming for your job. But what if it's actually the biggest cheat code you've ever been given? So just think about it. Before AI, a junior BA walks into a new role. They've got to spend 3 or 4 weeks getting up to speed, learning the templates, figuring out document control, and trying to write requirements that don't sound like the first draft. With AI, that same junior BA can produce senior level deliverables in about a week. Your requirements documents come out structured, clean, and version controlled. Your process maps get drafted in minutes. Your stakeholder updates are tailored to each individual, to 4 different audiences before you've even had a chance to have lunch. You're not being replaced, you're being upgraded. So let me give you some real examples of what I mean. So first we'll start with document control and version history. So at my current job now, I use AI to maintain a change log of every requirements document. Every edit gets tracked, every version summarized, and it's ready to be audited at any point in time. Before AI, nobody at where I work did this properly because it was boring and time consuming. So we have a backlog of all of this work that wasn't properly version controlled, edit tracked, and summarized, and no one's done it. I've come into the role now using AI to do all of these things. Immediately, I've made myself, I wouldn't say irreplaceable at this point, but I've definitely added value. And now it takes about 30 seconds. The second thing I'll mention is dashboards. So I described my project status to AI in plain English, built me a dashboard layout with the right metrics, RAG statuses, stakeholder views, all of that good stuff. Now that probably would have taken me half a day in PowerPoint. With AI, it took like 5 minutes. Requirements traceability. So after a workshop, paste all my notes into AI. AI maps the requirements to business objectives and flags if there's any gaps. So that's senior BA work being done by someone with 4, 5, 6 months experience because they know how to use the tools. The quality of your output is going to go through the roof. So why would a company replace someone whose deliverables look like they've been in the job for 10 years? It just doesn't make any sense. The commenter isn't completely wrong though. If you're a junior BA who just writes what stakeholders tell you and passes it to the dev team, yes, AI replaces that. You're essentially just a human copy and paste machine. But if you're a junior BA and you're using AI to produce deliverables and you're sort of wowing your manager, you're making your manager's jaw drop, you're not going to get replaced. You're more than likely going to be promoted. Or maybe that's too far, but your job isn't at risk because of the value that you add. The risk isn't AI taking your job. The risk is another BA like me who uses AI taking your job because their output is twice as good and they're doing it in half the time. What's my point? AI doesn't make BAs obsolete. It makes the gap between a good BA and a lazy one impossible to hide. Before AI, a mediocre BA could just coast for years producing average work. Now, a motivated junior BA with AI skills is outperforming these seniors in positions that are just coasting. That's not AI replacing people. That's just AI exposing who was actually adding value and who wasn't. The BAs who thrive understand the fundamentals well enough to direct AI properly. That starts with the BCS Foundation Certificate. I have a free readiness quiz at bastack.com. The link is also in the description. That's it for now. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.